Hey everybody, it's Rob here. I just finished a long stream in which we tested all these new nightmare dungeons that we're gonna get for season 1 and that are live in the game right now. So you guys remember maybe my old tier list of the old dungeons, and now we have 30 completely new dungeons, nightmare dungeons in the rotation. This ranking, we mainly focused on XP per hour and group farming, like where we can split farm and stuff for the 100 race. And I just wanted to share our first findings here with us. Keep in mind, this is still very much a work in progress. I will do my very best to keep the sheet that I will also link in the description below up to date. So for now, there is 3 S tier dungeons that were clearly better than all the rest that we've tested. You might remember some of these, like Uldur's Cave is a pretty popular one. I made several videos about this. This is very good for solo players. But again, this is for the groups and the splits. I also took screenshots. This is the new one here. Marina's Refuge. And this one has really good density. It has a lot of ambushes, a lot of monsters. It also has archers, which might not be the best for push, but this is insane XP and density. And you can see here the layout. I sort of drew the lines for our different people here, for our farm and group, how we could split farm it. Sorry about the chat here. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do here. So you can like just split with the group, like one guy can go up here, one guy can go down here, one guy can go down here, one guy can go here. And this is a really, really nice dungeon. I'll show you a video in a second. The other 2 S tier dungeons will be very similar to what we know. So if you guys remember the Champion's Demise S tier dungeon from back in the days, this one, the Comdor Temple, is very similar to Champion's Demise. Also 3 lines to walk and to split farm with your group, and then 1 boss room. This one has very similar mob types as well to the Champion's Demise. It's just a little less dense, but there's also some very nice elites, and you don't have to click pedestals. So that's the other top 3 dungeon. And then we have the Serpent's Lair. If you remember Blind Burrows, I wrote it here. This is the new Blind Burrows. This is the new Champion's Demise. This one also has spiders, spider hosts. And you can see layout is pretty similar as well. You have 1 corridor and then it splits very open and the boss spawns right in the middle. Same on the first one. The boss just spawns right in the middle. And that's what makes it so good. And then we have Mercy's Reach. I guess lots of you guys remember this. And we have Uldur's Cave, which has been in the solo farm as well. There's also Iron Hold here in B tier. I don't think it's that strong because the RNG is a bit too much in terms of elite spawnings. You sometimes get a lot, you sometimes get none. And Mercy's Reach, I think I have down here. In a group, you would only run the entrance. Like in the entrance, you can split. Then you go here, you go 2 people go left, 2 people go right, and then you leave and reset. There's so many elites here. I think 15 elites, roughly, that spawn in Mercy's Reach there. So I think my team is mainly going to look out for these 5 dungeons. And obviously in the team, you can reset them, you can recycle them, you can keep using the same key. Or you also get many keys, because you need to keep going up with the XP changes. You want to be, ideally, if you can efficiently farm it, plus 10 tiers up for 15% XP boost. You get 1.5% per level. And again, this sheet is in the description. You see there's like 50 people on there right now. We just finished the stream. And let me show you some gameplay of this. So this dungeon here is the Miner's Refuge. I'm playing this here in this footage with my Shred Druid. And let me like put this like, I think on like 1.5% speed or something. This would be pretty good to go through and kind of talk over the footage. Now you can see here, this is probably the best dungeon. You see the density, there's so many elites. It's a bit hostile, so it might not be the best dungeon for pushing. But right now we really only care about speed farming. And you see the density that this spawns here, and I'm fucking amazed by how many monsters there are in this dungeon. It's insane. I'll put, this is the Shred Druid that I'm playing here. And this has not really been nerfed. It's still one of the strongest speed farming builds. It can still one-shot Lilith, just with the poison variant instead of the lightning variant. And it's insane. I'm going to put the link to that in the description as well. And you see here, we still have insane movement speed. The only thing that's nerfed is unstoppable. Like, we're not permanently unstoppable, but we're still so fast. We have crazy movement speed. We still have 1400% crit damage. And you can just see here how dense this area is. Like, there's like another 5 elites here. And yeah, it's just so good, man. Look at this. And if you do this in a group, obviously, like you split farm it, like I showed you guys earlier. It's just so insane. Like, I think here I kill like 20 elites just in this dungeon. And there's also a pretty insane event. Look at this event here. I think in total, this event goes for about 50 seconds. And obviously, like, this is the auto-aim, right? Like, the Shred Druid just auto-aims on everything. You don't even have to aim. You just attack the air, and it's gonna auto-dash to the nearest monster. And yeah, you can check out the full stuff from my stream yesterday. I have the recording footage up. But look at this, man. Like, the... I don't know. I think there's about 10 to 20 monsters spawning every few seconds. And I mean, we're just shredding them. I'm not sure how frequent this event is. Obviously, this is not part of the main dungeon. But there is a chance to spawn this event in this dungeon. And it's just insane. So much loot as well. Obviously, I don't pick anything here because all my account, all my inventory is full. There's nothing I can do. We didn't get any stash tabs, sadly, this season. I really hope we're gonna get something to solve the space issues here soon. Yeah, I think as we finish this dungeon, in the middle is the boss. Right in the middle of the entire thing. And yeah, we've been crushing this dungeon. And now in a group, you would just reset it and do it again. This is the layout. So very easy to split, very easy to split. And then let me see if I can easily find the next dungeon that we did. Yeah, this is the new blind Burrows. It's called Sarad's Lyre. And you notice here, like, the density is very similar to old blind Burrows. Like, there's just spiders, spider hosts, just a bunch of trash monsters, a bunch of elites. They even spawn from disco cones, even more elites, even more spiders. And I mean, obviously, we're shredding them all with some big AoE. As I walk into that end here, I see, boom, triple elite again, and they all spawn small spiders. And yeah, this is basically very similar to what you guys are used to from Blind Burrows. And I think the boss here at the end will spawn. I was confused where the boss is, but yeah, it's right here in the middle, and you just have to kill like some big bad spider boss. And as she dies, I think I'll show the layout again. Here it is. So very similar to Blind Burrows. Top tier dungeon for sure. And I'm not sure if I have the last one as well. We're going over the sheet. Here we have Commodore Temple. This is the one that's similar to Champion's Demise. It's a little less density, but it's the same. It's the Goldman, you know, you guys recognize these. Spearman, Goldman, like these kind of monsters. There's also the Spider Host as elites a lot of times. And yeah, we're playing Blasting with Shred here. Boom, everything dies instantly pretty much as we kill this pack. And then you just have to go... Obviously, like, you would split farm this in a group. One guy goes in each direction. And then we just go in the middle. And we get the boss. I think there's one more down here, which is blitzing through this. And then you have to go through the middle and kill the boss. And then I think I show the layout again. No vulnerable on this one. Okay, there we go. And dead. Yeah, this is the dungeon. So very easy triple split, just like Champion's Demise pretty much. And yeah, I think that's the top 5 dungeons. Obviously for solo players and for completion times, you could look into some different rankings, but this is the top for XP in group, in split. And Ironhold is pretty good for solo. So is Uldur's Cave. I'm actually really happy that this one is in there. Stockade is pretty okay as well in groups. Horror Frost is very fast, very easy. This might be a good dungeon to push as well. But yeah, Mariners, Sarad's Lyre, and Commodore Temple, I think those are the top 3. This is new best split, this is new Blind Burrows, and new Champion's Demise, I feel. And these are like the solo kind of dungeons. Very good. I really like the balance here overall. I think there's a good thing for everybody. If you're playing alone or if you're playing in group, I think it's a very nice balance that we have here. But yeah, I'm gonna, again, the sheet is gonna be in the description, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little overview. And again, I might make changes here, so the sheet will always be up to date. That's what I will try. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing season, my friends. I'm hyped. Take care. Rob2628 over and out. Bye bye.